morning everyone. It gets darker by the day. It's not even early, but it looks like I'm up at the crack of dawn. It's 8:30 and it's so dark outside because it's raining. I have just woken up, I fed the animals, done a bit of tidying, made my coffee. I feel really tired. I think Vlogmas is now catching up to me a little bit, but also I think it's not even Vlogmas. I think I've done something to my back. Funnily enough, when I was chatting about being hypermobile, might be from going back to the gym, though I didn't do like anything strenuous at all. I only did like upper body and full body, and I did it I eased my way into it. However, I think the combination of going to the gym and having like not the best sleep pattern, I suppose, at the minute because of like editing, doing a bit more of that. I slept until 8 this morning, which is nice. It's annoying because it's taken away my editing time that I usually have first thing, but it's Saturday, so we are flexible. My only plans today are to do Vlogmas, edit my video, and later we're going to see my friends in St Agnes. So we're going to Driftwood Spas for a drink, and then we're going to... I literally rang them and booked it. How have I forgotten that when I literally rang them the other day? We're going somewhere to eat, so I'll let you know later where we're going. And today I'm gonna try and start painting the hallway. Don't know if it will happen, don't know how far I'll get, but I at least want to clear out the hallway of stuff, like put all the Christmas decorations away, because the boxes for the Christmas decorations are still in the hallway. I'm not that organised. So it looks like I've decorated my house, but the decorations are still in the hallway because we haven't hung a couple of the lights that need to go outside. So I think Alex is going to try and do that today. And I just, at least, even if all I do today is just clear the hallway out ready to go, then that is a task completed. And if I do have time, I might start cutting in the hallway, because then that's done. And maybe I could sand the skirting, just basically just get something started. Because if I know anything about home renovation, if you've been putting it off, you just need to get started with it. You just need to just think of it as, I'm just going to do one part, and if that one part means clearing the room out, you are that much closer, and then you can do all the elements bit by bit, rather than thinking you have to do it all in one day or something. And I also need to ice my gingerbread men, which you won't see because it is a vlogception moment. It will have been inserted into yesterday's video, but I am doing it today. And that's the plan. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I think I would love it if at the end of this weekend we have got somewhere with a hallway. And I also this weekend want to get ahead on some Christmas admin. So I want to wrap some presents, and I want to buy the remainder of my presents that I have in mind that I can buy. I think Alex is going to sell a few things because we've got a couple things in our spare bedroom from when I did my office clear out. We've got a monitor and some camera lenses and cameras that we want to sell. So I think he's going to work on that this weekend. And that is the plan. So I'm going to have my coffee and edit Vlogmas from yesterday. And then I'll make myself some breakfast and watch I'm a Celeb. Alex has whipped up some breakfast. His next instalment of your Christmas jumpers. Everyone said they liked your Pikachu one.
Okay.
So this is a tiger one. Alex, I think, is having a bacon sandwich, Richmond meat-free. And then I'm having pink porridge. Pink porridge to match my pink pyjamas. Oh, it smells so nostalgic every time I make it. I always stir through the chia seeds at the end. And then top it with some maple syrup. So there's my breakfast. So this is half a cup of porridge, half a cup of milk, half a cup of water, and about a handful of frozen raspberries, all cooked together, and then, like I just showed you, stirred through chia seeds and maple syrup. And you can totally top this with other seeds, but I just adore porridge that is smooth like this and there's nothing on top. There's something about it that is very, I guess, childlike and comforting for breakfast, and because it's got the chia seeds and raspberries in there, it's full of goodness anyway. So I'm gonna eat this and, like I said, watch I'm a Celeb because I finished the Vlogmas edit, apart from the gingerbread icing, which I'm probably gonna do now. What should we do today, Alex? What are you doing today?
I've got about 6 hours of gaming scheduled after breakfast.
Very funny. Are you going to sell some stuff today? Or try? Or are you going to help me do the hallway? What do you think?
Oh gosh, the hallway. I was going to try and put the last thing of lights up.
Oh yes, that's what you need to do. They can't see your head.
Maybe continue cleaning the car, I don't know, or what. Oh, we wanted to wrap some presents maybe.
Mate, I think tomorrow.
Okay. Oh yeah, you said.
Because we've not got loads of time till we've got to go out. We probably have to leave at like 3ish, don't we? It just takes like an hour to get there.
Not well.
45 minutes?
40 maybe.
Okay. I'll drive, because you drove the other day.
I can drive there.
No, I'll drive home, I won't drink.
Yeah, I mean drive there, drive back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's half and half.
Forever as a couple, you're taking turns when you see friends to who's not drinking.
So I'm going to make the most of it and get really drunk.
I don't know, it's always like, I wish you could just taxi it, but Cornwall and all my friends are all living so far apart that you can't really do that because it'd be a fortune. I don't even want to think how much a taxi back from St Agnes would be.
Half
100 quid.
From St Ives is 50 quid.
Yeah, surely it'd be about 100 quid. Or
Yeah.
like 70.
70, let's say.
Yeah.
Bobby,
is it time for walkies? Time for walkies? Off we go.
Walkies, 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 walkies. Walkies.
Dude.
She's looking for something. Are you looking for something to pick up? Come on. Look at that boot.
Okay.
Look at that boot. Oh, Bobby, Daddy put you on the thing. You ready to go? You ready to go? Look at your tail. Look at your tail. Has anyone been cuter in the entire existence of the world?
Walkies.
Eyes on the fruits.
Look at her. I've just never seen something cuter in my life.
What do you mean? Thanks.
Have fun, guys. Bye. I'm in my comfies because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be doing with my time. Ooh, mac and cheese. So we've got the option of soup or mac and cheese for lunch. I'm actually gonna freeze. It's just so quick. Sorry, I'm zoomed in. It's just so quick and easy, and I always have it with roasted broccoli on top as well. So if you chuck some tender stem broccoli in the oven with olive oil, salt and pepper and some minced or grated garlic, it is so good, and the garlic crisps up and it adds a lovely topping. Alex likes it best with some vegan bacon. I just prefer it when it's just vegetable-y, like plain mac and cheese with like vegetables. When you have like bacon in it, I don't enjoy it as much for some reason. And we went for this kind of fun pasta shape. I think I still prefer normal macaroni or rigatoni though, because this is not a tube and it works best with a tube for sure. Mac and cheese o'clock. I will say that I've tried so many mac and cheese recipes over the years, so many mac and cheeses from restaurants. This is the best one because it doesn't taste like fake cheese. It just tastes really creamy and delicious. Also doesn't make you feel sick, because I don't know about you, but when I have too much vegan cheese in a recipe, because it's not cheese, it's like coconut oil based, it's quite sickly tasting. Whereas when you use like cashews and seasoning, it just tastes rich and creamy, and this is just, And there's no parboiling of carrots or butternut squash involved. It's just cashews, nutritional yeast, and loads of delicious seasonings, and it tastes so good. So I have voted that I'm not doing the hallway. Mrs. Maddie Keane.
You're doing what? Oh,
hallway. Because I just overexert myself. I'm so tired. Today my body is like absolutely not. I talk a lot about tracking your cycle on here, and I think it's really important, and this is the middle of my cycle. And for me, during the middle of my cycle, it's like a mini version of when you're on your period. And if you don't enjoy talking about periods and stuff, it's not for you, you can skip this section. I personally believe it's important because I think women are silenced too much when it comes to their periods and their menstrual cycles, and kind of trained to act as if it doesn't exist when it is literally the cycle of life. It's what creates life. So I think I want to be part of the culture that normalises talking about your cycles, because women should feel empowered to speak on it and not feel like they have to hide it or that it's TMI, when in reality it's literally what creates life. And when you're pregnant, you know, you talk at length about the symptoms and how you're feeling. And I think we all should speak about periods more, because I know that when I hear other women talk about it, it really helps me to understand mine. And that's why I track my cycle now, from hearing other women speaking about it. So anyway, with that disclosure, I find the middle of my cycle around ovulation. So you have your follicular phase and your luteal phase, and around ovulation, I find it's a few days where you just feel a bit more tired. Sometimes I get very, very mild cramps, and I listen to my body. So today I woke up feeling a little bit more tired, and then I checked. Where's my phone? Is my phone here? Yeah, I use the Clue app, and I've used it for a very long time, and I'm on day 14, so it's slap bang in the middle. Well, 28 days usually as a cycle, so that's, yeah, slap bang in the middle. Well, my cycle length at the minute is actually 27 days, but it does vary. That's just an average. Yeah, mine's usually 26 to 28 days. So yeah, 2 weeks into your next period, potential ovulation day, and I can tell that I'm ovulating today just because of how I feel. Hello. And it's a really empowering thing to do. If you don't already track your cycle, if you have a period, then I really recommend getting a tracking app. And if you especially experience PMS or any kind of symptoms in relation to your cycle, because when I'm having a tired day, if I'm feeling irritable, if I'm feeling depressed or anxious, a lot of the time I can put it down to my cycle, and it can kind of alleviate that worry. Because if you're feeling anxious or depressed, you'd be like, oh, why do I feel this way? This is such a bad day. And you look and you're like, oh, that's why. And it enables you to actually go, that's okay. I can have a morning where I rest or I take it easy. And that's, for example, like today, that I was going to do the hallway, and I know why I feel this way, and it's therefore important to just have a day where you just take it easy. And I think as women as well, we don't have an infrastructure in which we're enabled to just take it easy. We have to just go to work and show up and be out and about and pretend like we're fine, especially women who experience bad period pain. I've been there. Luckily I don't anymore, but I did growing up. And yeah, it's something to listen to and pay attention to. So yeah, if you don't already track your cycle, then definitely give it a go. There's lots of different versions and apps that you can use, and you can also track your symptoms on these apps as well, which I find really, really helpful. All this analysis has changed. Anyway, Alex right now, he's just got the Flying Scotsman out the attic, and he's going to try and set it up around the Christmas tree.
I think
Is it a bit too small, the area?
No. It's just obviously not flat.
Oh, because of the rug.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll try and set up a loop.
Yeah.
And then try and make it straight, if it still works.
What do you think, Bobby? What do you think? You're the star of Vlogmas this year, aren't you? I forgot to leave an emoji yesterday, Alex.
Oh.
So I had to put on the chapters. I just wrote, leave a soup emoji if you see this. I think today's emoji, not that it's the end of the vlog yet, but today's emoji should definitely be a Roxy dog. A little doggy, because she's the star of Vlogmas. She's not had her advent calendar.
Oh no.
Your hair looks all cool and curly on top. I like it short.
Thank you.
It's a cool haircut. I taught Alex how to make his hair curly because he has wavy hair like me. And I think like a lot of boys, they just use like a, what was it you were using? Like a wax or something?
I bought it in 2020. I got 2 pots of wax for £2.50.
But I think a lot of boys growing up in the noughties, that was what people did. They just put wax in their hair to make it stick up.
When I was young, I would get gel, and my hair would like
you'd
stick up like the guy from The In-Betweeners.
Yes.
I always think Neil. No, not Neil.
Yeah, everyone did that.
I can remember every other name except his. I would just use sea salt spray when I was at school because it was quite long. And then I was using that wax because it was fine, but I like this curly.
But I think a lot of men use wax because that's a thing that was kind of said, that you put wax in your hair to give it texture.
Also, it's cheap.
For years I've been saying that you've got curly hair, so you could use mousse. So I showed Alex how to do it, and now it goes all nice and like you can see the curls, and it looks really luscious because you've got such lovely hair. You've got such lovely thick hair for a guy, because some guys your age start losing their hair or have lost their hair. So that's why I also loved it when your hair was long.
Make the most of it while it's still...
I think you probably will have good hair for most of your life. Your dad has good hair.
Yeah.
And your brother has good hair.
Yeah. Oh gosh, is there enough? I need to, at my dad's house there's like a whole nother one of these set up. But it's under like a little tarpaulin in the garage because I haven't used it in like 10 years. And I really need to collect it because it just takes up like a lot of space in his garage.
Yeah.
I think last year there was just enough to make a 360 curve. I can't actually remember if that's true. There was another one in the attic if this doesn't work. This is also kind of a curve. But okay. I need to get a Christmassy themed one. Like...
Well, I think this is Christmassy enough.
Yeah, I've got the Hogwarts train somewhere, but that broke like years ago. This is the only one that still works. I must have loads at my, like, yeah, somewhere.
What's this for?
That's to clean the metal rails.
What, nail polish remover?
Yeah, it's like, what's it called, acetone?
I don't know if this is acetone or not.
Oh.
Because it's a natural one, it's a vegan and cruelty free, like, oh no, it's acetone free. I think that's why I bought
I feel like
it.
I used that last year. Does it have any sort of alcohol?
I don't know, it's one of those ones that's more natural. It's from Kia Charlotte.
Yeah, when you were shaking it then it looked different. Well, we'll try it. Yeah, alcohol free. Oh well. I'll try it without and see if it works.
Who else is watching I'm a Celeb? I'm actually loving it this year. I'm a bit behind, so don't give me any spoilers. Did I just finish this episode? Yes, I did.
So you can delete it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm watching it and I'm probably very behind, so if you're not watching it, if you are watching it, like I said, don't say anything. But Fred is driving me mad with he basically, Alex, to get you up to speed, they have like assigned a chef, and obviously Fred is a trained chef, and they've assigned Josie to do the cooking, and she's such a sweetheart, and he just won't let her get on with it. He is so controlling, and so
Is she bad?
No, like everyone's saying how well she's doing, and everyone's actually saying how that her food is really nice because it's a bit more creative rather than just cooking the same thing every time. She's like like the proper way, which I guess is the way he's doing it, is he's thinking what's the right way to cook the food. She's trying new things, and he's just hovering over her shoulder, like tutting and going ooh la la and like moaning and being like the food is awful and like it's so mean, and she's like I'm just trying to get on with it and he won't leave me alone.
I need to do that with you.
Yeah, I really like him from Celebs. What's it called? Celebs Go Dating or like
First
Dates. I'm sure he's a sweetheart. The thing is about the jungle is it's gonna make people go a bit mad because you're on rations and you're in a tight environment, so it's gonna bring out the worst in people. But
his show with Gordon Ramsay and Gino D'Acampo.
Yeah.
But there's like two of them. They're in the top 10 on Netflix.
Maybe he's more opinionated like that in that show.
Must be because of that. Yeah, maybe. I don't really have much interest in watching it, but
yeah, but he's he is a bit divisive so far. He's kind of getting worse and worse as it goes on. You can tell he's over it almost. He's just like frustrated. He's just like, I just want to cook.
Yeah.
So funny, I've never seen her do anything like this before. It's just a train, it's not real. It's not real, it's okay. It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay, look, it's just a train. See? It's a train. Oh, honey, it's okay. I think that's enough for one day. I don't want to stress you out, Bob. Look, come here, you can sniff it. Come look. Come on. Come look, then. Okay, I'm half ready to go because my makeup's done essentially, but it looks a bit boring, so I'm gonna zhuzh it up. I'm just gonna add a little eyeshadow. This is my little Charlotte Tilbury. I don't really own much eyeshadow. I only have this one and this one, which is matte browns, and then these are shimmery. I mainly bought this so I could have a black one and the shimmer, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, and then I've got to decide what to wear. It's not necessarily anything formal this evening, it's just going to a pub with my friends, but it's nice at Christmas time to get dressed up. I'm really not going to get dressed up at all, but you know what I mean. It's nice to go out and feel festive this time of year, because I suppose other times of the year you wouldn't be as inclined. So I'm wondering if I ought to wear like a nice dress, or I don't know. It really always depends on how I feel, because some days I put clothes on and I'm having a like a low body image day or something, and I don't really fancy it, and I put it on and I'm like, absolutely not. And then I just wear something comfortable that I feel confident in. I feel like I've put too much on. This is the issue when you don't wear much makeup. So you put some on and you're like, whoa. So that was this one. And I'm just going to use the matte brown from this one, because I think shimmer everywhere is a bit much. I mix these two. What even is this? This is Nude by Nature. We are doing a Secret Santa as a group, and I got mine, well, I left it last minute because that's classic me. I always leave things kind of to the last minute, but I kind of knew that I wanted to buy my Secret Santa in person. We had a budget, so I didn't want to just shop online. It's a bit more tricky, and I like to shop locally, and I thought it's more thoughtful if I'm out and about, and more likely I'd be able to find something within that budget over like hunting the internet, when you're just kind of faced with all of the same kinds of things. I think it's so nice. I really enjoy shopping in a way, like, in fact, that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, I wanted to go buy everything for everyone tomorrow, but that wouldn't be possible because it would have to be online. Most years I go to the shops physically so that I can buy local things, because it just feels way nicer to go into a town, go to the local shops, see what Christmas presents they have, and when you're in the shop you're kind of like almost like doing a little personal shopping for people you love. So you think, oh, I could really see them enjoying that, whether it was a book that you've read the back of and you thought sounded like their kind of book, or if it's homeware that you could see in their house, or a piece of clothing that you think would look great on them. It's just kind of like a nice, I prefer it, because the internet is just, there's just too much stuff. Like, how do you begin? Unless there's something very specific, which if that is the case, if there's something specific that someone's asked for, then obviously you can just get it online. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll write my list, my final list. We bought like probably maybe half of our Christmas presents. So we just need to write the final little list of who needs to get things, like what remaining things we need to get. And then maybe next week I can go to Truro or Falmouth or something. In fact, do I have a haircut? Oh no, I'm in London. I'm in London, so I can do some Christmas shopping while I'm in London. Oh my God, that would be so good. That would be so good. Is this too much? I feel like I've got too much eyeshadow on now. It's very orange. I think, oh, I know what I'm missing. There's no dark like eyeliner around my lash line. Yeah, that already looks better. I've just done a bit of black. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of eyeliner along the top as well. I really hate doing makeup with mascara on already, but sometimes it's gotta be done. And actually this mascara does not budge. Feels like a lot of eyeshadow, but maybe I need to finish the rest of my makeup and then I can decide. So I'm gonna put a bit of foundation on because I've only got tinted serum on today. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Foundation. It's so funny to me how I used to be so particular about how I did my makeup. Like, never in a million years would I have put makeup on top of the makeup I was wearing that day to go out in the evening. I would have started again because I would have been such a perfectionist about it, and I would have been so worried about my skin. But I do think that's also to do with as you get older, you can afford proper skincare, and also you learn about skincare. I also think it's just more normal now to use like proper skincare. I don't know, when I was younger it was not really focused on. I feel like it's focused on a lot more now, which is a really good thing, because I feel like people are actually educated about skincare, because I used to get really bad oily skin, and I think it was because I wore so much makeup and then didn't wash my face properly. And with someone who has oily skin, I think it just created a lot of build-up, which caused issues. So now actually I have more flexibility where I can put like cream products on top of powder products, or, you know, pile makeup on top, because, well, one, the makeup I'm using is not heavy, but also I do my skincare properly and my skin's exfoliated. So if I have a daughter one day, I will teach her about skincare, though I don't think I'll have to with the internet. It's much more cool to be into the sort of natural look now. Definitely wasn't when I was younger. It was very much straightened hair, full face of makeup, night out with heels and business casual. I find that so funny on TikTok. I've seen people talk about and reflect about millennials and what they wore to go out, and the difference now, and how we all went in business casual. Like we all wore like blazers and like waist belts, and at like 16, 17, 18 going out as if we were going to a work do. And I look back and it's so accurate. Like, why were we wearing like pencil skirts and then like these heels and like try to look so sophisticated? It's so funny. There's always a cultural significance though. Right, last little thing. This is the Charlotte Tilbury pillow talk I wore on my wedding day, which I did mention in a vlog, maybe it was 2 days ago now. In all seriousness, if you'd like me to do a video about my wedding, please do let me know, because I will in the new year. Not for Vlogmas, because I'd quite like to do it properly and like sit down and give you lots of footage and photos, because I never did. I think that around the time of my wedding, we went on a honeymoon straight away. Like we came home for 2 days and then went on our honeymoon, and we were in London, and we were like had maybe, I think it was 3 weeks off. I was still working. I think I was still posting videos. I actually don't think I have the Pillow Talk lipstick. I think it's in one of my handbags somewhere. So I will just use the next best thing, which will be, I've got a few different ones from, oh my gosh, I totally should have done red lip. Oh well. Focus from Bare Minerals. These are their Hydra Smoothing Mineralist. I always do that because I don't like it to look like I've got too much lipstick on. I like this lipstick. I do wonder though if it doesn't suit me because it's a bit brown. So I might put a bit of this one on top. It's called Abundance. It's a bit corally. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me know, because I want to share, because I never did. I think the wedding was like, it was so intense running, you know, hosting. It's so intense planning a wedding, and then your wedding happens and you're just in this bubble, and then you go on honeymoon, you come home, and then I had like proper wedding blues. I was really like quite sad after the wedding, and I think that that's an impact of like when you plan something and it's your life and then it just ends. It's quite like, whoa. So I don't think at the time I felt like I wanted to share anything about the wedding because it made me sad. I was like, I'm sad it's over. And then I guess life got in the way, but I had always intended to make some videos on it. So I might make a YouTube video sharing the details. If you do want to see that, let me know, and then also leave me some questions, because I can share the whole process. So like the planning and what we wore and just everything, basically all the details. And then maybe I'll make a series as well on my Instagram/TikTok so that it can be bite-sized videos too, because I love watching those videos, but yeah, I've never got round to making them. Now, what to do with my hair? Do I zhuzh it and just leave it down, or do I clip it back? It's not greasy yet, I don't think. I do have this little homemade concoction for my hair. It's basically homemade dry shampoo. All it is cornstarch and cocoa powder, or cacao, whatever, that's a bit bougie, but I use cocoa powder because I've got dark hair. If you've got blonde hair, you can just stick with the cornstarch or corn flour, depending on where you live. And you literally just use a brush and it looks like that. Obviously, it's very light compared to my hair. Even if actually you're blonde, probably using the cocoa powder would be good because most blondes have darker roots. And you just basically brush it through your hair and it absorbs some of the excess. My hair isn't greasy, but because I'm going out to see people, I wouldn't bother doing this if I was at home. If I'm going out, it's been like maybe 3 days or something. It just gives it a bit of a refresh. I'm really not into the dry shampoos that you can buy, apart from the fact that they're aerosols. They do have chemicals. I know that like Batiste was like, well, it's not cruelty free, number one, but Batiste, I'm sure that their products were recalled because of the ingredients. And I'm just not convinced that ingredients in like aerosols are particularly good for us to be using, not for the planet, but also for us to be breathing in. I think they're quite intense. Also, I find when you use loads of dry shampoo, you're just making your hair get oily. It's the same as washing your hair too much. It just encourages your hair to overproduce oils, and I find it's better to just leave your hair like, I don't usually do this because I'm not going out in the evening or whatever. Hello.
Hello?
I feel like you can already tell how it's made it look a bit fuller on top, and that colour, I know that looks very visible right now because my parting is see-through, but it does dissipate because it's powder, so it won't stay there, but you can see the lift that gave, and it's made it look so much better without me having to do anything.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, because your hair was pretty lank.
He was just standing there trying to think of what joke he could make.
I came up with it very quickly.
He did. Yeah, like I'm so impressed by how much that like visibly made a difference on camera. So I've got to think of what to wear now. But I'll wear my hair down because that looks quite nice. Nice and messy and wavy.
I remember really
Nice. Are you
loving
trying
our
to jump on?
2001 theme.
Do you want me to put stuff
and I
over here?
listened to most of the games on the radio.
In a minute.
Oh,
You didn't watch anywhere near as much.
Rapping.
yeah. When I first started, before I knew how to get a legal stream,
Oh, thank you.
before streaming was like a big thing.
Yeah.
I used to listen
I love
to
the
a
pattern.
bunch of fans who do a commentary.
Like a...
How is this within
Big
budget?
Dunk. And he's,
Oh
him and
my
his
gosh,
mate
that's
would
so
do like
nice.
an internet fan commentary of the game.
Oh yeah!
Oh wow!
That's so amazing!
Gary McAllister's free kick.
Did you make it? Is that what
Oh,
you
very,
you didn't.
very
You made it?
Etched in my mind. That goal on the radio.
Oh my god!
I
said?
definitely-
What?
How did you make that?
Yeah,
Alexandra Studios fashion brand coming up soon.
So the Liverpool
Wow,
website.
you've done the fabric buttons.
How the hell did you do that?
Oh my god,
And that was top 10.
When was this like?
This was about 10 years ago.
that is beautiful. Thank you.
I can if you want.
Oh, you were making your own.
Gerald's Olivia.
Thank you, that's so nice. As if you made it. Wow, thank you. I love it.
It wasn't home games.
Because that was final, wasn't it?
I love it so much.
That was in the
Thank
group
you.
stage.
So it would be like whoever has the most cards and then whoever has the least cards.
You're trying to get in like the comments from the Harry Potter account.
Yeah. Camera not focusing.
Yeah. Just don't get my double chin in it, please, man.
No, it's just turn around a bit. What does it say?
It says well hung.